Hello everyone, welcome back to Key Comics Market Watch. Today, I'm doing a video that I haven't done in a while. I haven't done a speculation book or hot books to get for the year or anything like that in a long time. All I've been doing is um, haul videos. So I decided to do 2019 must-have books for 2019. Basically, I broke it down to 20 books that I feel you should definitely have in your collection. Now, some of these books are pricey, some of them are not. And the reason why I chose these books is because some of them have potential to really skyrocket because I really think some of these characters will be introduced soon in either a TV show or a movie, especially once Disney starts their streaming service. I think there's going to be a lot of great shows that's going to be on their streaming service. And not only that, DC with them being so successful with Aquaman, I think they're heading, the DCU is finally heading in the right direction. And I really feel that now their movies are going to be great and they're about to start like really bringing out a lot more characters. So let's get started, you guys. All right, so the first book I chose is Defenders number 94. Now this book doesn't go for a lot of money. On average, is between a $4 to $8 book. Now this is the first appearance of Gargoyle, which you can see him right there. You can see his face is right there. But Gargoyle he's an interesting character. I will say that in the Marvel universe, and he hasn't really been featured in a lot of stuff lately. He has made appearances here and there, but he definitely was a member of the Defenders for a long time. I can't remember how many issues it spanned, but it was a good nice run. But anyways, I really feel he's a very undervalued character right now, and I really feel that if they put him in a show or a movie, and he's done right, this issue could really blow up. So definitely an issue that I feel you should be getting right now while it's still cheap. So Defenders number 94, definitely a book you should be getting. All right. Now this book is hot right now. It's just hot. So, but I definitely feel even with the prices it's going for right now, you need to get it now because I only see this book going higher. So it's Young Avengers number 1. Now it's the first appearance of everybody on the cover, and of course the most important character out of all of them is the first appearance of Kate Bishop. So definitely, it's a very hot book right now. So definitely, I feel everyone should be trying to get at least one copy of this book. If you can get multiple copies, get it. This book, I feel, is gonna. Whew, I really feel this book has the potential to really like. I feel 9.8s have the potential to eventually get in like $700-800. So definitely feel you should be getting this book now. So definitely get this. All right. Now this is a long shot right here. This book right here. The only reason why I feel that this book will go up in value is because I have a feeling this character will be introduced within the next couple of years. So right now, this book doesn't go for any like you can find it in the dollar bin still. So definitely a book that if you see in the dollar bin, get it now. Just trust me on this. So it's the Silver Surfer Annual number 6, and it's the first appearance of Legacy, which is him right there. I definitely feel that since it's about to be a lot more cosmic characters being introduced soon in the Marvel U because of the fact that we gonna get the Fantastic Four. Of course, we're gonna get Galactus, Silver Surfer. All that's coming. Now that Marvel, well, not Marvel, but Disney has acquired the film rights back. So definitely feel a lot of cosmic characters are going to be introduced, and I definitely feel Legacy will be one of them. But like I said, this is a long shot spec play right here. But for a dollar, what do you have to lose but a dollar? So, and when this came out, the cover price was actually $2.95. So to find it for a dollar, can't complain, right? So definitely be on the lookout for this book. All right, now this book right here is it's cheap if you get it raw. You can actually get it for between $25 to $35 for a near mint copy. But if you try to get a 9.8 copy right now, those are going for over 390 if I remember correctly, $390. So, but this definitely is an issue that even with the price it is right now, you should definitely be trying to get as many copies as you can of this book. So we have Power Pack #1. We'll introduce all of them. Uh, definitely a very, very hot book right now. And they have not announced anything, but it's still a hot book. So definitely a book that I feel has the potential also to go to the $700-800 range in the 9.8s if they announce anything at all. And I think they will because this is actually a, a they can actually do something different. Like if they made a movie about them, it's be away from the norm of what they're doing now. Everything they're doing is adults. This is kids. So they to have kids with superpowers and they do a movie like that, I think Marvel definitely is thinking about it. So they're trying everything. Everything they got in their arsenal they are doing. So wouldn't be surprised Power Pack is announced. So definitely a book you should be trying to get right now. So all right. Next book is Kazar the Savage #11. Now this is the first appearance of Belasco. Now this book doesn't go for a lot. It's in the $10 range. It's really a 9.8 goes for about 150 to 200, but I definitely feel this is a very undervalued book. Belasco is a demon from Limbo. He's the Lord of Limbo until Ileana, takes over. So he has a lot of ties with Ileana's story. So he's definitely an important character, and I definitely feel that he is going to show up now that the X-Men are in the Marvel U also. So definitely Belasco. Wouldn't be surprised if we see him soon. So definitely another book that I definitely think you should get. Now this book right here, it's a very undervalued book. And it's only because they haven't really done too much with this character. But I'm going to say this is a powerful character in the Marvel Universe. The fact that he first came out in a different universe and now he's in the Marvel Universe in the 616 universe, but he died. He supposedly has died, but I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back. So definitely a character that I feel has the potential to do something in the future. So Starbrand #1 from the new universe, but he like I said, he's in the 616 now. Now Starbrand is definitely a very powerful character. Um, why that bag? I hate this bag. I need to change the bag. But yes, so definitely a character that I feel is underrated, and definitely a book that you can still get for $1. I mean, if you see it, get it. Now I will tell you this: this cover, since it's black, it's very hard to find it in 9.8 condition. So be on the lookout. Most of the time you'll see spine ticks and stuff. As you can see, it's not. I don't have spine ticks on this one, but it's just it's the bag. The bag. This is an old bag. I need to switch it out. I don't know why I didn't switch it out. But as you can see, it's all wrinkly. But definitely a character you should get. All right. Now this one right here, I really thought about this, and I was like, man, it'll be great if in the future they introduce no, but I really think that will be way. I think they will introduce no in the future, but not before they introduce this character. I think this character right here is gonna. He could be the next big threat. He could be. Now, they say Galactus as the biggest villain, the next villain, but he's not a villain. Like people need to understand, Galactus is not a villain. He is a force of nature. He is a necessity. I mean, people can look at him as a villain, but he's not a villain. He's like water. You know what I'm saying? You need water, but water can be destructive. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be calm, it could be good, but it can also destroy. So that's Galactus. Galactus is a necessity. He has to, in order to live, he has to eat planets. He doesn't choose to he doesn't want to eat the planets, but he has to eat the planets. And he's needed to eat the planets because the celestials have planted eggs in every planet. So another celestial could be born out of every planet. And if Galactus doesn't eat the planets and destroy these eggs when he eats the planets, the celestials will overtake the universe. You overtake everything because there'll be too many celestials. So that's why Galactus is needed. So a lot of people really need to do their history on Galactus to realize what he is and why he is. He is needed. He's not a villain. I wish people stop saying he's a villain. He's not a villain. He's not a villain. Just plain and simple as that. Stop putting him in the villain category. He is a force of nature. He is needed. So that's why Reed Richards, when he had the chance to not save Galactus when he was dying, he saved Galactus because he knew Galactus is not a villain. He is needed. So please, everyone. So let me get on. So Galactus will probably be the next big thing in the MCU, but and I hope so because he's my favorite character tied with Spider-Man. I can't wait to see him in the MCU movie. But I think the next big villain is going to be this guy right here because he has the power and the potential to really do some damage. So I'm talking about Thor: God of Thunder #2, which is the first appearance of Gore the God Butcher. Now, Gore the God Butcher is no joke. If you have never read this story right here, you need to read Thor: God of Thunder. You need to read the whole thing, like just all of it. It was an amazing story. Definitely, I think one of the most underrated stories ever. Like I love this story. So definitely issue #2, first appearance of Gore the God Butcher, right there is definitely a book that I feel has the potential to go even higher than it already is right now. This book is hot. It's definitely gone up in value. I remember I used to see it in the dollar bin all the time. But now you can find it still, but you're lucky if you find it in the dollar bin. I'll put it to you like that. I mean, people know about this book now, so definitely has potential to go even higher. So definitely suggest you get this book. All right. All right, to DC we go. Now, since DC, like I said, with the success of Aquaman, I really think they're going to start pushing all their other characters because I think DC has realized we don't have to just depend on Batman and Superman. We have these other awesome characters that we can introduce, and people will love them. But you just have to do it right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel they're headed in the right direction. So I definitely feel this might be a character that'll be showing up real soon. So it's the Fury of Firestorm, the Nuclear Man #24, and it's the first appearance of Blue Devil. So I think Blue Devil will be coming soon. He's definitely an interesting character. Definitely, right now, if I remember correctly, I think he was in the Justice League Dark storyline. So definitely a character that you should definitely be on the lookout. And right now, this book 9.8s are 200 or less, so definitely a book you should be getting now. Now. So be on the lookout for that. All right. Now, this book I talked about recently, I had picked this book up maybe 2 months ago, but I definitely had to put it into this must have of 2019, and it's the Amazing Spider Man 124. Now, it's the first appearance of Man Wolf, and Man Wolf is the son of J. Jonah Jameson. So, definitely, definitely a character that I feel could do something in the future. Now, we already know they are talk about Mortibus movie, so never know. Might be a Man Wolf movie out there coming soon, so just never know. Definitely a character that's been around for a while and is a very interesting character. So definitely one of my spec plays. You should definitely be getting this. All right. Now this book I've talked about a bunch of times, but I still haven't. I still feel that it's still really being underappreciated, and it baffles me because this character right here was a this character was a very important character in one of the best runs of Teen Titans, and that's the George Perez run. This character like really changed some things in that run. So I'm not talking about Deathstroke, of course. Everyone knows Deathstroke. The person I'm talking about is Tiara. Now, her first appearance was in issue number 26, and Tiara is this character right here. This is who I'm talking about right here. Now, her first appearance was in this book, and I really feel that this book is still undervalued. It's crazy how undervalued. I really feel that she's going to be making an appearance either in a show or movie, and I think her character is going to be liked by a lot of people. So definitely, right now you can get 9.8 of this book for under $70. So definitely go buy this book. So very undervalued book. All right. Now, of course, now this book is pricey already. I'm not gonna lie, but I really feel that even though it's pricey, it could definitely go up even more. Number one, it's a Bronze Age issue, so it's very hard to find this book in a high grade. But you can find this book, but you're gonna pay some money. So it's All Star Comics number 58, and it's the first appearance of Power Girl right there. Now 9.8s of this book are already at almost 2,000. So definitely not a cheap book at all. But the raw copies are still affordable. Now I will say that. So definitely, definitely, I suggest you get a copy ASAP. As soon as you're able to get one, if you see one, definitely because I really feel this character when she does appear in a movie, because I think she's gonna appear in a movie. I don't think she's gonna be in a show. I think she's gonna appear in a movie, and it's gonna yeah, she's already a popular character, so I think the movies are only gonna make her even more popular. And man, if they have her in her outfit, if she shows up in her outfit, oh man, that's all I gotta say. All I gotta say is no. In fact, what I gotta say is where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? I can't find it. Oh, I don't know where it's at. There it goes. Yeah, it's gonna be something else. It's gonna be something else, you guys. So definitely a book that you should still get. You need to get this year before prices just keep going up. So yeah. All right, now this book right here has already been hot, already gone up. Now this is a book that the movie hasn't come out yet. The movie's about to be out what in 2 months. So it's Shazam number one. Now I have to say, even though this book is already has gone up in value, I really feel this. I really just looking at the trailers and seeing it, and you know, after seeing Aquaman, I really feel that DC is headed the right way. So I feel like the Shazam movie is gonna be good, and I feel that the thing about Aquaman that surprised me was after Aquaman has been out for how long now? It's out, right? Now, if you go to eBay or you go to Comic Link or any of those, anywhere that sells comics, you'll see that the first appearances of all the characters in that movie, you know how usually with a movie, the hype is there, it makes the book go up in value. And then once the movie comes out and the movie is after the movie is done, after people done seen the movie, then the book starts to go back down. Like it tends to go back down a little bit. It doesn't. I mean, some of them go back down a lot, but like prime example, Deadpool. When Deadpool one, before Deadpool came out, that book was hitting I think 1,200 for 9.8, and then after the movie came out, Then the book went back down to 800, 700. Um, Now, if you look at all the characters from the Aquaman movie, if you look at their books have not gone down. Like first appearance of Mantis, first appearance of Ocean Master, first appearance of Mira, first appearance of Aquaman. None of those books have gone down. Like they have not spiked and then did this. In fact, they're still climbing. It's crazy. They have not cooled down at all. So I'm expecting the same thing with this book. This book has been climbing. I think the movie's gonna be really good, and I expect this book to either hold or it might keep going up. So that's why I said you need to begin this book now, because I doubt there's gonna be a decline after the movie. I think this movie's gonna hit it out the park. I really feel, like I said, DC really surprised me with Aquaman. So I feel they know what they did wrong, and they fixed it. And I have confidence in them now. Something I didn't have before. I will tell you that. So definitely, this is a book you should be getting now. So yeah. All right, everyone. Now, this is a book that's already on fire. Oh my God, I can't tell you how much this book is on fire. Now, House of Mystery with Swamp Thing's first appearance is really it's a book that I really feel is just almost unattainable now unless you have you got deep pockets. So the next thing you should be trying to get, since you can't get the House of Mystery, is Swamp Thing #1. Now Swamp Thing #1, 9.8 over 2,000. Like it's crazy. I never thought in my wildest dream 9.8 of Swamp Thing #1 would hit those type of numbers, but they have. Now, House of Mystery, his first appearance, 9.8 of that are like hitting 40 grand. So yeah, it's crazy. But this one's still This one's still obtainable, especially raw copies. So this is first issue of his ongoing series. So definitely a Bernie Weinstein art. I mean, look at it. I mean, so you definitely should be on the lookout for this book. They haven't even said anything about a movie yet. So I mean, I know they had talks. I mean, no dates, no nothing. So I mean, if they do a movie and they do it the right way, and I think DC will do it the right way, because like I said, they're heading in the right direction. Man, you can expect this book to go even higher. So definitely be on the lookout for this book. All right. Now we already know they're gonna make a Green Lantern corpse movie. The date hasn't been announced. They haven't really talked about who's gonna be in it yet. But you best believe this character is gonna be in it. I have no doubts this character is gonna be in it. And this book is still affordable. It's pricey but affordable at the same time. Hasn't gotten out of the ballpark yet. So definitely a book you need to be getting now is Green Lantern, Green Lantern co-starring Green Arrow #87. First appearance of Jon Stewart and second appearance of Guy Gardner. So definitely a book that I feel you should be getting now before the prices just get too crazy and then you can't get it. So definitely one of the books you need to get. Don't say I didn't tell you later, okay? All right, now this book already is pricey, but you can still get low graded copies of this book between 500 to 600. But I expect that to eventually change. I wouldn't be surprised if 2.0s of this book eventually start hitting the 900 to 1,000 mark. Because this character right here, everyone wants this book. This is a book that I think almost all collectors try to get. So it's Detective Comics #359, first appearance of Barbara Gordon as Batgirl. Now they've been talking about doing a Batgirl movie for a while now, and I really feel that DC will eventually get around to it. And when they do, oh my God, the prices of this book is gonna go crazy. It's already crazy. It's already had a bump. I've seen uh, what was it, 5.0s that were going for 300 now are in the $700 range. So they have already had a bump. So definitely, this book right here. In fact, 8.0. If I remember correctly, it was either 8.0 or 8.5, $9,000, something like that. So yeah, on Comic Link. So definitely, this book. If you could get your hands on it in any grade, get it. Just get it. You'll thank me later. I mean, number one is a Silver Age issue, so you already know how that goes with Silver and Golden Age books. They're hard to get, especially in high grade. So if you have to get the lower grade, get the lower grade. It doesn't matter. Just get it. This is definitely a must-have for 2019. So, all right. The next one, of course, is Giant Size Fantastic Four number 4. Now, this is the first appearance of Mad Rock, Jamie. So, the Multiple Man. Now, as I said before, now that Marvel has the X-Men rights back, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes an appearance in the movie. So, this book can go for some money. I will say that. 9.8s of this book are pricey because it's a hard. Number one, it's a thick book. It's one of those thick books, and just it's a very hard issue to find in a 9.8. It's early Bronze Age. Just it's hard. But I will say this definitely, if you can find this in at least a 7.0 and above, pick it up. Pick it up. Now anything less than that, you could get it, but definitely don't pay too much. Don't make sure you get it for cheap. You know, uh, but definitely you want it to be at least a mid grade and higher. Definitely don't. That's why I would suggest you go for a gun for. So definitely an important character that in the X Men universe he's an important character. So definitely mad storylines with him. So definitely a character you need to get. Now this book I've shown before, but I have to say it again. For 2019, you have to get this book. It's Fantastic Four number 6. It's the first appearance of Annihilus, and it's the first appearance of Franklin Richards, which is the son of Sue and Reed Richards. Now, 9.8 of this book, whew, we talking almost 10 grand. It's crazy. Yeah, it's hard to find this book in that grade. Like I said, it's another one of those thick ones, and it's early Bronze Age also, so very hard to find in high grade. But if you could get in high grade, I suggest it. But this book actually, I would say anything from a 5.0 and up is what you should be trying to get. Definitely. Um, Once again, they're talking about who could be the next big bad guy in the MCU. Annihilus could be that person. If you ever read Annihilation, Annihilus is no joke. Especially with him he being the lord of the negative zone and the army that he has. Oh man, it's crazy. So he could definitely be the next big bad one. And all he cares about is destroying everything. So he's like Thanos, but he's not. He's worse. In fact, he's worse than Thanos. I put it to you like that. Worse. Now, as far as power level, he's never gotten a Thanos power level, but he didn't need to. He doesn't need to. If you know anything about Annihilus, he doesn't need to be at that power level, but he's worse as far as destruction, as far as he wants to destroy everything. Thanos does what he does for the love of death, Mistress Death. And Nihilus does it just because he wants to be the only person left, period. He wants to destroy everything. So he's worse. So he could be the next baddie. So definitely this issue, like I said, it's already a pricey book, but definitely has the potential of going even higher because it has two key people. And now that the Fantastic Four film rights are back, best believe we could see we're gonna see the Fantastic Four, so we could see Franklin Richards as a little boy, and we could see a Nihilist. So definitely pick this book up. All right, now we're going back to the X-Men universe, you guys. All right, so Marvel Team Up 100. This is the first appearance of Karma. Now, Karma was an original member of the New Mutants when they first came out in the comics. Now, if you saw the New Mutants trailer for the movie, which is still gonna come out, I didn't see her. I don't think she's gonna be in it. So I think, but she's an X-Men. She's a mutant, and now that they have the film rights, there's a high possibility that she's gonna be in something. A very powerful character too, by the way. So definitely be on the lookout for this book. Now 9.8 of this book go for about $200, uh, 250 sometimes. So it's still affordable. So be on the lookout. I've actually gotten two copies of this book in the dollar bin. Like it's crazy. So definitely you can find this for $1 or a little bit more. But if you see it, get it. Now this I would say this book is gonna be hard to find in a 9.8 because it's like almost all white. It's crazy. But definitely if you could get at least a 9.0, get the 9.0. All right. Next. Now this book has seen a surge. Like it's been crazy how much this book went up. All right, so it's in Candy XMen 129. Now this 9.8 of this book is crazy because I remember 9.8s were going for 600, and now they're going for over 1,400. So it's more than doubled. And this book has three important first appearances. Has the first appearance of Katie Pride, first appearance of the White Queen. Oh God, my brain is stuck. The White Queen. Everybody know Emma Frost. And then number three, the first appearance of Sebastian Shaw. So the Black King. But and I think it's the introduction to Hellfire Club, if I remember correctly. So very important issue with three first appearances. Now we've seen two of those characters already in X-Men movies, but we haven't seen Katie Pride. Katie Pride hasn't appeared in no movie yet. You best believe she will be coming. I have no doubts about it that she's coming. So, and Katie Pride is a favorite of a lot of people. So expect this book to go up even higher. So definitely get it. I would suggest no less than a 9.4 for that book. Now this book right here is really a super spec play. Now this book doesn't really go for a lot, but it's a book that I feel that after seeing the Spider-Man, the Miles Morales Spider-Man movie, and at the end of it, spoilers anybody that hasn't seen it, at the end of it, they show Spider-Man 2099. So I feel they're gonna make a movie of Spider-Man 2009, even if it's an animated movie. And if they do, I'm sitting there wondering who the villain could be. And out of all the villains they has, I think this is gonna be the person that shows up. So right now, this book goes between $5 to $10. I feel that it could have the potential of going more. So it's Spider-Man 2099, number issue 37, first appearance of Venom 2099. So I really feel it could be Venom 2099 that could be his villain in the movie, but it's a wild shot. I'm shooting, shooting in the dark with it, but it's a possibility. So definitely a book you should be trying to get right now. So all right, and so that's 20 books, and I have just one book that's a real long shot. This is issue number 20. It was 20 issues, but this is a long shot spec play that I just had to add to this video. Okay, you guys. Now, DC would be smart to make a movie of this right here that I'm about to talk about, because of the fact that it was a very good series. I don't know if anybody read this series, but when I read it, I loved it. And I really feel they need to make a movie out of this. You could say it's because I'm such a sci-fi person. I love sci-fi stuff. All right, so it's Atari Force #1. First appearance of all the characters on the front of the whole Atari Force. Um, so like I said, this is a long shot, but DC has can make a movie out of it if they feel like it. This is still a dollar book. It doesn't go for much. You can still find it in the dollar bin. So definitely a book that I feel has the potential of really going up if they decide to do something with them. And I loved it. I love this series. I remember reading this when I was young. So that's it, you guys. This is the long shot right here. Spec Play issue number 21 out of 20. It's supposed to be 20 issues, but I had to throw that in there. So that's it, you guys. Uh, Glad to have you here. These are the must-haves of 2019, I feel. Of course, the list should have been longer. I really wanted to add 50 books, really. But then I was like, man, that's a lot of books to be trying to doing this video. I mean, this video is already 36 minutes and it's long. Um, so I kept it at 20 and I'm happy with that. So thank you everyone for watching this video. Thank you everyone that don't skip the skippable ads and watch the ads all the way through so I can get the ad revenue. It really helps my channel grow. It'll give me money to get stuff for the channel. So I appreciate everyone that does that. Everyone that hits my eBay, my Amazon store, thank you. The links are in the comment section if you're new to my channel. And if you like this video, make sure you hit the thumb button up like this, the thumbs button. Okay, you guys, and if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the Galactus head right here and check out 2 of these old videos right there that you will like. Okay, so until next time, peace.